Hey, Kimberly here, and today I want to talk to you about those, pardon my French, lame ass excuses you use every day to get yourself out of something or to excuse why you haven't done something, right? So today we're going to talk about probably about 11. I'm going to tell you mine, and this is more for you to recognize what you're doing and then to take responsibility for what it is that you're trying to avoid. And then once you take responsibility, you'll know what to do if you want to move forward. That's always your choice. It is always your choice as to what to do. But there's always an excuse for everything. And okay, I said I would tell you mine. Mine is, but I don't know how. I need to learn. I don't know how. And so specifically just lately, I've been using that with Facebook ads. And more than anything, I think it's because I'm scared. I'm scared of doing Facebook ads. I'm scared of doing them wrong because I've already had one account closed on the very first ad I ever made, and I still don't know why. So that's mine. I don't know how, but actually, I am taking action on that because now I have somebody who's going to teach me. So I am super excited about that. So let's move forward, and you'll see me looking to the left because there is a list of these lame ass excuses, and I want to see if you recognize yourself in any of them, okay? So let's start with number 1, and let me get down there. Okay, number 1, I'll get to it someday. I'm sure you've heard of that vacation spot, someday I'll. Someday I'll do it. No, you don't want to be stuck on someday I'll. That's if you say someday, that means it's not important enough for you to do it today. And so the non-lame ass alternative to I'll get to it someday is, I like the idea of this, but I'm not ready to commit to it yet. Now, it's still kind of avoiding, but it's just more of a way of taking responsibility. So, number 2, I need to get more feedback first. This comes from the need for permission, to get something done. You don't need permission. If you want to do it, do it. So, what's the alternative? I'm not confident enough in myself yet to do this, but I'm working on it. See, that's good. You recognize what it is that you maybe don't know how to do yet, but you're working on it. Okay, number 3. I don't have time for that. There are 24 hours in a day. Everybody's got the same 24 hours. Why does one person get so much done in 24 hours and you manage to put things off and put things off and put things off, and then you never get done? So, pardon me, you can probably hear my dog barking in the background. I have no idea what she's barking at. But we have builders next door. So, the alternative to that is, my priorities suck and I spend a lot of time doing things that don't make me happy or don't move me forward. Got to get your priorities straight. What is important to you? Is your business important to you? Well, great. Do the things that are going to move your business forward. If your business isn't important to you, then, don't worry about it. Okay, number 4, and this is a big one, and I'm not going to fault you for this too much. I can't afford it. There's a lot of expensive programs out there, some of which can really help you, but understanding that I can't afford it sometimes is an excuse. So, sometimes it is a cop-out. Let's be real. You probably do have the money. Do you have a smartphone? Do you have a fancy watch? Do you have a big TV? Maybe you can afford it. So the alternative is, that's not how I prefer to spend my money. If that changes, I'll let you know. So number 5, that might work for some people, but not for me. Now, this, I love this. The guy says, a lot of these people are suffering from, I'm a beautiful and unique snowflake syndrome. I'm the only one in the world that this doesn't work for. If it works for hundreds of other people, it can work for you too. It can work for you too. Don't use that excuse. And then the alternative is, I'm being a lame ass and I don't feel like applying this to my life right now. See, taking responsibility. That's all this is. This is all this is about. Okay, so let's talk about number 6. They have an advantage that I don't have. Now, if I'm being honest, I've probably used that one too. That one is along the lines of, well, they've got a big list. I don't have a big list. Or they've been around forever. Everybody knows who they are. Well, guess what? They all had to start somewhere. You know, start where you are. And so if you want the non-excuse for that is, I don't make use of the unique advantages that I have. And here's the thing that's changed for me lately is I am making use of the advantages that I've been lucky enough to get in the last few weeks and months. I'm very lucky. So, but you have to be out there and working and going after it, or those unique advantages don't show themselves. Okay, so number 7. I wish I could do that, but just precedes any number of excuses, right? But. So instead, you say, this is something I'm not able to do with my current priorities. If I actually want to do it, I'll change them. But it has to be your choice to change them. They don't change on their own. You got to do the work, right? Okay, number 8. I don't know what I want. Well, decide what you want. How are you ever going to have what you want if you don't know what you want? You got to spend some time thinking about it, don't you? So, you know, that's a pretty big excuse. And the alternative is, I know exactly what I want, but I don't have the courage to go after it yet. We've all been there. So you got to build up that courage. Muscle. Okay. Number 9. It's not the right time. Guess what? It is never the right time. You have to make it the right time, because there's always going to be something that will get in the way, whether if you're working a full-time job or whether you have a baby or whatever. It never is the right time. So the alternative is, I'm delaying myself by waiting for the perfect opportunity that won't come. You have to make it come. You have to be out there looking for that perfect opportunity. So, number 10. This is an interesting one. I haven't really heard this one that much, but let's go for it. They're forcing me to. You know, this is a free country. Who's forcing you to do what? I don't quite understand that one, but I guess the alternative they say is, I'm a pushover and I take care of everyone's needs before my own, and this makes me grumpy. This one's a little odd to me, but I thought I'd share it anyway. And last but not least, and again, this is one I can cop to, no one really cares what I think. I'm not important. Why would anybody listen to me? Well, if you don't put yourself out there, of course they're not going to listen to you. You got to be out there so they find out who you are, right? So make yourself important. Make yourself important to someone, and then the next someone, and then the next someone. So then the other take responsibility for how you're feeling is, I worry too much about what other people think of my opinions. They're your opinions. Get them out there. It's really important. You have a unique voice and it needs to be heard. So you just have to stop and think, is it fear? I think a lot of these are fear-based. So stop and think about what it is that's really holding you back and what it is that you really, really want. And think about those excuses. And I'm going to put them in the underneath, or I guess above this post, wherever it posted in Facebook. I'll put them for you so you'll have them right in front of you. And I will give attribution as well to the person who wrote this really, really cool blog post. But there's really no antidote to this other than just do it. Forget the excuses. If it's important to you, you will make it a priority. You will make the time. You will find your opportunities, and you will do it. Case closed. So, with that being said, this is Kimberly Thibodeaux wishing you lots of love, light, and abundance. Until next time.